you are not doing any literature review. Also, you do literature review because you want to start there. The available literature that is related to your topic. So when you are doing literature review, it has to be selective. It has to be focused. And it has to be directed. You don't just do literature review anyhow, because there's a lot there. Right? So you have to say what you want. Otherwise, you'll be reading and reading and reading, and you'll never end reading. So I think you are a professional student. There is a country where some people have decided that they are going to be professional students because that country pays you a salary to be a professional student, so you don't have to finish learning. You do one degree, then you enroll into another, and so on. That happens in one country called France. But it doesn't happen anywhere else. Right? What are the reasons then for literature review? The reasons are that you want to have some background knowledge. You want to identify concepts that are related to your topic. Each topic of study or each area of study has its own concepts. So you want to identify those concepts which are related. And then you want to also look at the relationships between those concepts. Right? For example, you have a concept of leadership. Who is doing it? Concept of leadership. And then the concept of leadership starts. Right? So you have on the one side leadership. And then on the other side, leadership starts. Dictator. Laissez-faire. And so forth. So you want to relate those. Or you want to formulate a hypothesis. Now when you want to formulate a hypothesis, you have to read what others have discovered or what others have said on a similar hypothesis. So that is your hypothesis. So you formulate a hypothesis. For example, you say that X. When X happens, then Y will happen. Right? You have to read on X and you have to read on Y. And then what have others who have done the same in similar circumstances, what have they found out? So what are the chances that you are going to find yourself? For example, my best friend, Bendera, he claimed that the paralyzed me as he finished. As he got away with it, professors that have away, they couldn't understand his topic. So they gave him a distinction. And then we went to UK, and they also put them aside. So 6 months later, he came back with a PhD, right? So we celebrated. And things were very poor at that time, and we celebrated. He came back. We had to go to the Kibuku celebrate people. But then later on, someone some calculations and he discovered where Nigeria had he had to read in order to pass the people and so on. Appropriate methods. You want to read because you are a student, you want to study something. When you are studying or when you are researching something, the most important thing is for you to use a method, a methodology in order to come up with the result. Now, for you to come up with the method, you have to read what other people's methods have been. For example, from research, the several methods that you use, for example, to interview people. You can use a questionnaire. You can use a post-book discussion. You can use in-depth interviews. You can use an interview chamber. Or you can participate in actual research. Those are some of the methods. But for you to be able to decide on what method you want to decide, you should have read what other people did under similar circumstances. Then you will be able to justify that, well, this method that I'm using is because so and so used a similar method, and the result which they found seemed to correlate, or they seem to lead to what I also want to discover. Research design. How are you going to design your research? Again, you have to read what other people, how other people design their research. So this is descriptive. It's a survey. Or is it a case study? And so on. Methods of measuring the concepts, the variables that you have chosen. How are you going to measure? I'm sure in quantitative methods and in research methods you are studying measuring scale, nominal scale, ordinal scale, interval scale. So each measurement has got an implication on your research techniques of analysis. How are you going to analyze your data? A lot of students have said, well, now we have used this pattern, or we have used the XPSS. But when you read it, what you are discovering there is that the person is going to calculate. So if you have used the calculation, people that you have used the calculation, but you have to be a bit more advanced than the calculation. At least you should be able to use Excel so that your work is easier and so on. Now you can know how what things are done by following what techniques of analysis that the others have used. Data sources. When you are reading other people's work, they have references there for both where they got their data and where they got their references. So it's important because you also want to build your own data sources, secondary data sources, references. You can only do that by reading other people's works. So you know, okay, this one, where this one, so and so. Let me also try to read this as recommendation, including what that person has written. That also becomes your data source, and so on. Also, structuring of the report. That is also absolutely important. I need not emphasize this. Absolutely important. Right now, I'm examining a master's thesis in some institution that I was many. But then you find you are reading a master's thesis, right? And someone who is supposed to be in the know, they don't know. For example, you know that the thesis has got to have cover page. And there are certain things that you have to write on the cover page. Right? That is the title, your name there, and a simple write-up that this thesis has been submitted to the University of Wyoming in partial fulfillment for the award of Bachelor of Business Administration. Now, for what the first degree paper, we don't call it a thesis, we call it a essay paper. But what do you see there? Some people are calling it a thesis, some people are calling it a dissertation. Then what you know is that this student is not going to library to read what others are writing. Just on the cover page, right? Then from the cover page, you have a few write-ups where the pagination or the pages have got to be in Roman numerals. Right? But what do you find? If you believe the matter, they start arranging numerals right from first page, which is not academically acceptable. So, you read other people's work so that you know how people are structuring the report. Then from the Roman, where you have the Roman numerals, that is from if it is a research paper, you have to write your own declaration. I declare that this research is what work and what have you and so on and so forth. Right? We know that it's not the way that's what you say. Right? Where other people that they have been acknowledged, right? And then you also write that also give a certificate that this student was supervised by me and so on and so forth. Right? Each one has got to have its own page and so on. Right? Then after that, dedication. A lot of people dedicate a lot of things to their girlfriends and so on. That's supposed to be there. And then acknowledge it. You acknowledge people who help you and so on and so forth. That's supposed to be there. And then executive summary or abstract. But what do you find in paper? Instead of the abstract being where it is somewhere else. Right? And things like that. So the structuring of the report is also very, very important. Apart from what you have to write there, then the report itself, we start with the chapter 1, which is the introduction, which has got to deal with background and things like that. Right? Background, an introduction of this, background, problem statement, research objectives, significance of the research, and the summary of that chapter. The chapter 2, literature review. And literature review, which we are discussing here, is divided into 2 sections. The first section of the literature review reviews theories. What are the theories that are there? in that topic that you are interested in. If you are interested in the motivation, for example, what theories are there in motivation? Then the second bit is about research works that are there. So the theories usually you get those from books. People who have written books where they have done research and then they have come up with theories. But from there, other people have done studies. So that is the second section where you outline what other people have studied and what were the results, what methods did they use to come up with those results, what conclusions did they have. And the last bit there is the gap. Where is the gap? That now you are interested in doing research on. Usually people say, this is very sophisticated. How can I find a gap somewhere? Gaps will always come. If, for example, someone did some research, let's say Piaget, right? Those of you are doing a child education. Piaget did some research on child development. He has put some stages in which the child develops. He did his research in Europe, right? Did Piaget come to life? He never did. So that is the gap. Right? You want to verify whether what Piaget found in Europe, in Switzerland, applies to man. So what is the gap? Right? So that is extremely important. So the books you get them, from all these, right? I mean the literature review forms of this, you get them from books, reference books, journals, newspapers, from the web, from microfilms, from monographs. Monographs, these are what you get in the university lab when people do research. Right? We archive those research, right, as monographs. So people can access your research, right, and read. For example, if you want to do now, right, you start what I wrote in 1978 as a history student. I'm too giving. I will give you so all these are sources of literature, right? Library, bibliographies, or catalogs, government reports, and so on. Even in books, you have indexes at the end of the book. You can look at the index, right, and to refer you to what is the inside the book, where abstract or summary to begin. All those are sources. important that before you go into detail of reviewing your history, it's better to review a bit of it to start with. And in order to do that, sometimes you can ask your supervisor, this topic of mine, what are the possible sources? What do we start? Your supervisor, if indeed he or she is an expert in that field, okay, fine. Can you go into this document or this document or that document and so forth? You get something out of that. So you have somewhere to start. Or your peers. They may also know where you can find some sources. You can also access secondary sources. Secondary sources now are work that others have done. Or you can identify your topic from a list of basic things and interpretations. What have others written on this in terms of expertise and interpretation? For online library catalog, for scanning of primary sources. Primary sources, these ones you get them mostly from archives. If you want, for example, to find John Chilembwe Rising and so on, if you read secondary sources, you find that perhaps what you read there is a bit distorted. If you go and read primary sources there, you find it is a bit more regulated. Contact citations in what people have written. That is why we say that citations are important. Because when people have written and they are citing sources which they themselves contact, then you can also contact those sources and find out for yourself. And references. You can look at abstracts or book reviews and indexes. And so forth. But it is also important that you don't just review each and everything. Right? Make sure that you do over discretion. What is useful for you? What is not useful for you? You skim through. What is not useful, you don't bother. That is useful, that is what you go through. You also are going to be keeping a record of what you reading. Because if you don't, chances are going to forget. And then you will be reinventing the wheel, repeating doing the same things all over again. When your friends are saying, "Who here just go and see what you do," you will not find time to do that because you have forgotten that you read few things, so you are going to do the reading all over again. And so on. So you take notes and then you do some summary. Because if you are taking notes of each and everything that is written, then it won't be too much. So make some summary of what you reading. Now there are three types of sources. Primary sources, these are materials that you yourself are going to generate in your own usage. That is raw materials. Secondary sources, these are books and articles which under researchers have done and they have reported those. Tertiary resources, these are books and articles based on secondary sources. Most of the materials that we read, they are based on secondary sources. They are not secondary sources themselves. So those are the things that you have to be aware of. Now, structure. As we said, a researcher has professional research or academic research has got a format. The first thing that you read is an abstract. The advantage of reading an abstract is that this one is usually less than 1 page or a quarter page, but it summarizes what the article is all about. So you can decide whether to continue reading or to discard. From the abstract, you have an introduction and the methods, results, discussions, conclusions, and references. The introduction, it gives a background. The methods, these are the methods of doing research. What methods were there? Right? Was it descriptive research? Was it exploratory research? Or was it an experimental research? What were the methods of data collection? Was it quantitative? Was it qualitative? Or was it mixed method? What? What kind of data collection tool was used? Was it a questionnaire? Was it focus group discussions? Was it an interview schedule? Was it action research? How was the data analyzed? What were the results? Discussions. How does the writer interpret those results? What conclusions were made? And within the conclusions, recommendations. What recommendations were made? And then the references, both interest references and at the end of the article. Because sometimes some of the references may not be in the reference section. For example, what in-text reference is not the part of the references at the end. What reference do you put you don't put at the end? You can put it inside. Personal communication. If you are communicating with somebody, in terms of the personal communication, you put it also as a reference. Or a reference from the newspaper and so on. You don't put it. at the end of the week, but you may miss out important things inside.
We are also going to
Yes.
So that's the same like that. So we are doing British English. So I don't know. I'm not standing. First question. Are you saying that those are the things that are supposed to talk about in writing? Which are you give or more?
What I'm trying to say, when you are doing a judicial review, right? You can review the abstract, right? And you're okay, right? But sometimes your appetite grows from the abstract. You say, no, let me look at the introduction, the background, right? Because you want to compare with your own background, right? Now, after looking at the background, or even sometimes when you do the abstract, right, you may decide, okay, fine, let me look at the discussion or the conclusion. You may not want to look at the whole thing, right? So what this is telling you, right, is that in a scholarly aspect, this will be the format, right? For example, me usually I read the abstract, right? Because the abstract will have all these other things apart from the director. But if that article is interesting, right, then I go somewhere in the class and so on. For example, we have reading about the 1959 uprising. Right? I browsed through the right, right, the state of Mexico. Right? I looked through, right? But then I was curious. Because somewhere inside there was a section on politics, right? So I said, but that's what the politics I know, right? Africa, organizing against Europeans and so on and so forth. And then when I was reading further there, I came across a very interesting immediate quote, right? Which has nothing to do with the Europeans and whatever. Right? The immediate quote was that that particular time, there was a commission of inquiry in Mali. And the commission of inquiry proposed for some people from England and some smaller boys from England as well. They were residing at the which is this? Lions Hotel in London, right? Now, these boys, right? I'm sure they must have been missing the girlfriend out there, right? So our daughters of the soil were there, right? To give this young boy company. And then one young boy, unfortunately, did not pay for the test. And that was the fracas. And that fracas attracted the crowd from around that area. Right? Now that is what fascinating. That was because history is written by white. You need to recognize that history. You don't have to go to math. But if you are reading, then you come across these things. Now, the structure of this review is introduction, body, and conclusion and recommendations. The introduction gives a quick idea of the topic of the literature review, such as the central theme or organizational practice. The body contains the discussions of the sources, and then the conclusions and the recommendations discuss what has been done from the literature review so far, and where the discussions are going. What a literature review is not just a listing, right, of documentation. It is also not a list of manipulated sources, or nor is it a survey containing the author's biographies, a list of words and summaries of sources. That is not literature review. It is also not background information or explanation of content. Neither is it an argument of the importance of your research. So when you are doing a literature review, you do it like a panel. First of all, it gives you a broader idea of what you want to study. You want to study education in mind, so your literature review will talk about education in mind in general, right? It will also therein give you subtopics. If you are interested in the technical education, right? And then in that subtopic of technical education, you will find the studies which are like your studies. So, how do you organize your review of literature? You can do that by subject. If the literature review covers more than one topic, so you can decide to say, okay, for example, education in life, right? That is a broad topic, right? But within education in life, there are several subjects that you can talk about, right? You can talk about the education in organs in life, or we can talk about higher education in life, secondary education, and so on. So you can decide to study by subject, or you can study by themes, ideas, trends, theories, or major research studies that have been carried out in that particular area. Or you can study by author or authors. Let's say you are doing, if you are a student of literature, that one is the easiest example of the student of literature, right? You can study. You can study Amara, basically, what is drinker? Google was young, Kenny Bender, Edson Pina, Jack Maban, Hindu the world. Remember it. So you say, okay, how, for example, you're studying engineering, right? How does he treat relationship? Typing a fancy. What is the difference between typing a fancy the way you write and human typing? What do you think? Or Christian or people and so on. So you do that. Anyway, how many of you are reading African medicine or reading as well? Have you read the movie where Wachomo and Mugu were meeting our married with ideas? Or our own critics regarding the books. Or you can organize your reading or review by argument. The argument is stance. Where you people, or what are the arguments for the authors? Or chronologically, you can start with the older literature on the same topic. For example, you start with the older literature and then you go to the latest literature. If you are doing studies, for example, in principles of management, you start with the theory. You go down to basic contingency theory and so on. So that is how you want to organize. By fabricating this, by faith, by methodology, and so on. Then you have to make links between the types. What are the agreements with your thoughts? Similarity. Or which authors are agreeing with one point and which authors are not agreeing. agree with a particular point. Others will disagree. So for you to make your own judgment, you have to also know who agrees with what and who does not agree with it. Citation, that is very important here. Right? When you be right, you need to cite. So you should be using the citation practice. And then you create a reference position. That is very important. Because what sometimes happens is that the students, they have written some very beautiful writing, and then they don't find anybody. So you wonder, is this the students' writing, or they are demonstrating that they are read and they are citing people? It's very, very important for us to see. But when we cite, at the end, we have to write references to the books in full, the author, the date, the title, the place of publication, and the publisher, so that if someone is interested, there is no way to find that book. Unfortunately, they have to wait for this thing. That is not showing them. That is what I was talking about. Find 10 papers related to a particular topic of interest to you. And I'm saying find 5 papers related to a particular topic of interest to you. It may be related to your research. Provide a brief introduction of your topic. So, make a brief introduction, a very long, a brief introduction. What is your topic? So that we know when you are selecting those 5 papers, you know that they are within your topic. Right? Highlight the 8 words that you are going to use in facing, that you use in facing papers of yours. And in those papers, identify the theories, existing theories in those papers. What theories are there in those papers? And then, based on that, on those theories, these authors of use, or these authors of use, what conceptual framework have they drawn out of the theory? The conceptual framework is the variables that they are examining, right? Usually you have an independent variable, so an independent variable and an independent variable. So the independent variable, when you manipulate it, they will affect the independent variable. So you identify those, right? In that write-up or in that paper. Method. What methods have those writers or that writer used in coming up with the paper? Right? So that is the 5 papers. Now, the 2 papers that you are going to go in detail, right? You are going to identify the research problem. What is the problem that this author or these authors are studying? From the problem, what research question did they come up with? The what theoretical framework or theory did they come up with? Right? The research method, what did they employ? What method did they employ? What were the results? And then from the results, right, you now discuss those results yourself, right? Not that, right? You discuss those results yourself so that we know how you yourself can interpret the same results. Right? So you, in other words, you're going to analyze the data and provide a full list of references for the paper. And due date 15 November in the year of our Lord 2023. Thank you very much. As usual, when you do this thing correctly, then you correct it. What else? Very, very easy. I have a mark.
Yes.